An appeals court has just ruled that the Pentagon's ban on transgender people serving in the military is likely unconstitutional. MS Now's Fallon Gallagher is back with me. Take us inside this ruling and what it might mean, Fallon.
Yeah, Chris, this D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, it's a 2-1 ruling here, finding that this policy, which blocks transgender service members from serving in the military, is likely unconstitutional. They're saying that the government did not have any facts to support its arguments for why those service members don't have the right integrity or honor to serve in the military. And I want to read just briefly from this ruling because it's pretty scathing. They say the sharp contrast to the Mattis policy, of course, from the first Trump administration, which allowed service members who were transgender or who had suffered from gender dysphoria to remain in the military, appears to be driven by a bare desire to harm a politically unpopular group, persons who identify as transgender. They say that this policy apparently violates this group's constitutional rights, but on a practical standpoint, this policy only applies to active service members who are already enlisted in the military and part of this lawsuit. So it is fairly narrow. It doesn't apply to anybody who will enlist in the future, who may identify as transgender. So right now, this is focused on a very narrow ruling. And I want to remind you at the same time, there was a parallel case that applied to a much broader group of transgender service members that reached the Supreme Court on the emergency docket. The Supreme Court in that case ruled that the policy could remain in effect while this issue works through the courts. So again, this won't apply to everybody, but this does enhance the legal record when it eventually reaches the Supreme Court again.
Fallon Gallagher, thank you for that.